cases, it's also, it's a discouraging thing. Part of the things that we have to be successful, you have to be industrious. If you all work hard, you're going to make good grades. If you don't work hard, you're not going to make good grades. If you work hard in business, you're going to pretty much be successful. If you work hard in a campaign, and we work very hard, you're going to be successful. So you have to be industrious. But you also have to have a spirit of enthusiasm. You want to be able to get up and do something and feel like you've accomplished. You get sued unfairly, you spend thousands and thousands of dollars. You spend half of your time in lawsuits instead of working for your business. It's a discouraging thing to go through. So it's an emotional drain. I think it's one of the worst things that we do to individuals right now is these lawsuits. So tort reform is another big thing that I personally would be looking at. This is what I hear all the time. $6 billion deficit next year. They've already made all these cuts. $6 billion deficit. Oh, you're going to have such a hard time. It's going to be the worst environment you have. You're going to have courage to be able to do things right. This is my belief. What we need is people who have courage not to make the cuts. Those are automatic. Our Constitution in the state of Florida requires that we have a balanced budget. What's going to be key is, once we get a balanced budget, $6 billion less, it's a great opportunity. We've all wanted smaller government. We're going to make smaller government because we have to. The key is, and the courage is going to come, what's going to happen when all of a sudden revenues, we get out of the recession and revenues start increasing? Are we just going to let government grow back again and keep growing? That's where you have to take courage. That's where you have to really look at things and say, no, the government should not be in the business of doing that. We need to keep government smaller. So those are some basic things. Anything else?
I have a question.
Sure.
Okay, I know earlier you were telling me about ways that you're giving back to the community, and I thought that was so interesting because you never really hear about politicians giving back to the community in their free time. So I want to know if you could expand on, in the past, ways that you've served the Gainesville community.
Well, we've done a lot. Our company does. We put on every roof for Habitat for Humanity. They build a house, we put the roof on for free. We've done our roofing services for a long time. I've been involved with Boys and Girls Club, board of directors on the Chamber of Commerce. I'm a founding president of a program called House of Hope. That's a prison ministry program. It's funny, I just saw a guy that's in our program was out here. He's a full-time student here. Just gave his public speaking class. So he was nervous. I said, well, good, I got to get mine too. So I understand. But anyway, House of Hope, what it does is we take men, and we're hopefully in the next couple of months going to have women, when they get released from prison, it's 100% voluntary. You come into our program, and we help you reintegrate into society. It's a 6-month program. We just opened up another house. So if you graduate from that program and want to stay on, we have another 6-month program. You get more responsibilities and freedoms as you go through. But it's a real structured environment. It's a great environment. I can tell you, and one of the things I'm interested in, if I get elected to serve on the Judicial and Criminal Justice System Committee, what we do with people who commit a crime is they go to jail, which they should. You commit a crime, you get punished. I've got no problem with that. In prison, we make people worse, and it's not because they just learn different skills on how to steal or whatever. We make people worse because of decision-making ability. The average person in this room, you're going to make about 400 decisions a day. The average guy in prison is going to make about 13 or 14. You spend 5 years in there making 13 or 14 decisions a day, your mind does not work normally. And you can get out and they can talk, but they cannot function in a business environment or work environment. So they're incapable. So what they do is they get out, they have no family structure, they have no skills. And then we say, well, gee, why didn't you learn your lesson? Why did you get back in trouble and go back into prison? We spend about $2 billion in the state system just to house inmates, not counting the judicial costs, the court costs, police costs. It's also not counting the costs that it takes that crimes are committed against you. So that's a big issue. That's one of my passions, I guess, and I've volunteered. We've been doing that 14 years, and I've been president of that. I'm going to have to resign from being president, I think, if we win one at a time, but I'll still be involved with that. So. Other than that, I don't know, just a few other things, here and there. Pace Center for Girls, we just did the roof for them. Catholic Charities, we did their roof for free. So we do all that kind of stuff. We do that. A little thing back about House of Hope, our success ratio, we have a 15% recidivism rate. State's average is about 55%. We don't take any government money. One of the reasons we don't is because the government wanted to give us some grants. We said, well, we'll give you some grants, but you have to do things our way. We said, well, then we'd just be another government program that doesn't work out. So we don't want to take your money and be restricted to be another government program. So we didn't take any money, and we've been very successful. So.
Are there any more questions? Or anyone curious about anything? Not yet. Well, one announcement, actually, I would love for us to go, we have a tarp over there, which I take a picture with us, our club tarp.
Oh,
very
sure.
quickly. And before that, I just wanted to announce that tonight at the Alachua County Republican headquarters, we're phone banking from 6 to 8 p.m. And the UF College Republicans will be there too. And let me tell you, they are so much fun. Like, phone banking, if you do it with your friends, can be so much fun. And you'll find that it's really enjoyable because you have people there you can talk to about your phone banking experiences and stuff like that. So if you want to know where the Alachua County Republican headquarters is tonight, I'll definitely let you know. But consider bring a friend, go. It's going to be fun. So that's tonight, 6 to 8. And actually, let's pack up our stuff and take a picture by our tarp. And we can take individual pictures if you guys feel like.
I'm gonna leave some business cards. Take one. It has my phone number. That way you get in touch with us. So if you want to help out, get involved, that'd be great.